and welcome to my channel. Welcome to another tarot reading from me. Today's video is going to be on future spouses' first impressions about you. And when I say future spouse, I'm also taking into account any long-term partnership, because some people don't believe in marriage or some people don't want to get married. So yes, I am talking about long-term romantic partner. And you have 4 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 is the ruby and zoisite crystal, or the ruby zoisite crystal. Pile number 2 is this rose quartz crystal. Pile number 3 is this aventurine crystal. Pile number 4 is this amethyst crystal. Okay, so if you need more time to choose, you can pause the video if you would like to. Once again, I recommend to close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, meditate upon the question, and then open your eyes and choose the first pile that stands out to you instinctively. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, of course, you are free to watch several or even all of them and see which one resonates. And also I want to mention that the reason I chose these crystals is actually because I meditated upon the question, and these were the ones that I just felt intuitively drawn to. Okay, because normally I wouldn't be thinking about mixing the natural crystals with the tumbled ones. But these were the options that I guess Spirit wanted me to go for. So this is for those of you who would like to choose with only crystals, and I'm going to now choose the cards associated with each crystal as well, and you can skip to the timestamps for that option. I will see you at your reading. So this is the selection process for the oracle cards associated to each crystal. I'm just adding the selection process so that you can see that I'm selecting them live. Okay. You can skip this part and go directly to your card, because I'm going to be taking my time. So, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2? Spirit, what can you tell me about, pile number 1? Pile number 1, what will be their future spouse's first impressions of them? What will be their future spouse's first impressions of them? What can you tell me about their future spouse's first thoughts, impressions, and feelings about pile number 1? Spirit, help me choose the right card. What can you tell me about pile number 1's future spouse? Help me choose the right card. Spirit. Okay, I feel drawn to this one. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2's future spouse? What will be their future spouse's opinions of them, first impressions, feelings, thoughts? Help me choose the right card, Spirit. What can you tell me about pile number 2's future spouse and their first impressions? Okay. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the green aventurine crystal? What will be their future spouse's first impressions about them? What can you tell me about pile number 3 and their future spouse's first impressions about them, Spirit? Pile number 3's future spouse's first impression. Spirit, help me out. This one. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouse's first impressions about them? What will be their feelings, their first thoughts, their initial assessments when they first meet them? What will be pile number 4's future spouse's first impression? Spirit, help me out. Help me choose the right card, Spirit. Actually getting any of these. Okay, this one, I think. All right, so let's see. Pile number 1, you have this card that says Home in the Sky. Very interesting. Home in the Sky. Pile number 2, you have this card, the Elixir of Life. Pile number 3, you have this card, Butterfly Garden. Nice. Pile number 4, you have this card that says Liberty. Okay, very nice. I always find it funny how whenever I select, like I've noticed this already, whenever I select the cards, it seems like the colors match the crystals. I mean, please comment in the comment section if you agree with me, because like, I don't know, I just keep noticing how they match. Like, look at this. This is purple, and here we have purple. Green, green, pink, pink. Here we have kind of green, gray, and green, gray. So, interesting. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. All right. So you can see the options more clearly. Okay, so once again, the final selection process. Pile number 1, your option is the ruby zoisite crystal. And this card over here. Pile number 2, you have the rose quartz crystal. And this card over here. Pile number 3, you have the green aventurine crystal. And this card over here. And pile number 4, you have the amethyst crystal. And or this card over here. So once again, you can pause the video if you would need more time to meditate upon the question. My recommendation is that you close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, try to exhale longer than you inhale. That is going to help you calm down. And meditate upon the question a few times, and then open your eyes and select the first pile that stands out to you instinctively without thinking too much about it. And of course, if you are drawn to more than one pile, you are free to watch as many as you like and see which one resonates the most. And before I get into it, please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It is free and it is the easiest way to support me. I will see you at your reading. Thank you. So welcome to the final selection process. Once again, I had to refilm this because I didn't like the way that the options were showing, again because of the lighting. So anyway, pile number 1, this is your option right here, this card and this crystal, the ruby zoisite crystal. Pile number 2, your option is this card over here and or this rose quartz crystal. Pile number 3 is this card over here and or this green aventurine crystal. And pile number 4, your option is this card over here and or this amethyst crystal. Okay, so once again, you can pause the video if you need to. You can meditate upon the question. I recommend that you close your eyes, meditate upon the question a bit, exhale longer than you inhale, because that will help you calm down. And Then you can open your eyes and just choose the first option that stands out to you, whether it's the card or the crystal. And once again, if you feel drawn to more than one option, you can watch two, several, or even all of them and see which one resonates. And before I go on with your readings, I will remind you to please subscribe to my channel. It only takes 1 second and it's free, and it's the easiest way to support me. And of course, feel free to comment in the comment section with anything that you would like to say about the reading. I will see you at your reading. Thank you. So hello, pile number 1. This is your reading. If you have chosen this card that says Home in the Sky and or this crystal, so this is going to be the shuffling part. You can pause the video and you can skip directly to the timestamp with your interpretation because I'm going to be taking my time. Okay, so let me start. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1? What will be their future spouse's first impressions of them? What can you tell me about pile number 1 and their spouse's first impressions, feelings, perceptions about them? What will pile number 1's future spouse think about them at first, Spirit? Help me choose. Help me choose the right card, Spirit. What will pile number 1's future spouse think about them? What will pile number 1's future spouse think about them? What will pile number 1's future spouse think about them? Let me see, how many is this? That's enough, I think. I'm really getting a strong urge to get this one, actually. So I'm gonna have 7 cards here. Okay. Let me see. So wait, I'm gonna check the cards. So you have the 10 of Pentacles. You have the 2 of Pentacles. You have the 9 of Wands. You have the 3 of Swords. Interesting. You have the Moon. You have the 2 of Wands. You have the Fool. Hold on, I have to pause and arrange this before I burn down the place. Okay, back. But in case there's another candle emergency, I'm gonna have to pause again. Okay, I'm gonna select more cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1? What will their future spouse's first impressions about them be? Spirit, what are pile number 1's future spouse first impressions, feelings, thoughts about them going to be? Help me out here. What will pile number 1's future spouse think about them at first? What will pile number 1's future spouse think about them at first? Great, now I'm going to mix them up. I don't do reversals, so anything that comes up, I'm going to read it straight. Spirit, what will pile number 1's future spouse future spouse's first impressions about them be? Tell me, Spirit, what will pile number 1's first impressions about them be? Help me out here, Spirit. Okay. So you have the Page of Wands, the World, the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, Death, interesting, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. I'm gonna get some oracle cards as well from the Animal Spirit oracle cards. Spirit, what is pile number one's? Whoa, okay. That came out. Okay, so you've got the dragon. I'm gonna read the descriptions in a bit. Spirit, what will pile number... Okay. I'm not gonna choose these ones because I didn't even ask the question. Pile number one's future spouses, first impressions about them. What will pile number one's future spouses' first impressions about them be? Okay, so you've got two cards here. You got Bison, Abundance, and you got Lizard, Regeneration. Okay, that's enough. So let me first read the oracle cards. So you have Dragon, Supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. So this is how your future spouse is going to see you at first. So you come across as pretty majestic, okay? You also have Bison, Abundance, Sacred Buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom, keep me warm through the storms of life, fill my life with goodness, teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. And then you have Lizard, Regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. I already am getting confirmations here of the tarot cards because this to me, you know, kind of mirrors the Death, the Three of Swords, the Eight of Cups. I'm already getting some Scorpio vibes here. But, you know, I'm going to hold that thought. And then I'm going to read the description here for this oracle card from the booklet that says Home in the Sky. Let's see what the booklet says. This is the booklet. So I'm going to look for the description now. Number 41. Home in the Sky, Wanderlust, Adventure, Safe Haven. Wow, what a confirmation. You have the World and you have the Two of Wands. Okay, so Wanderlust, Adventure, Safe Haven. Up in the sky we see a floating neighborhood of houses carried by balloons. Birds peek out through the windows. In this card, there are elements of a journey symbolized by the sky, birds, and balloons, but there are also houses which suggest home, security, and stability. These birds have the best of both worlds. They can travel a big distance without losing their home. They are free to seek new experiences without worry. Home truly is where your heart is. Let's see if there's anything on the... No, that's it. Okay, so that's the description for the oracle card. Wow, so I'm getting some really strong messages already. Pile number one about what your future spouse is going to think of you at first. Now, I don't know if this is... Well, it depends on you whether it is accurate or not. I would actually be curious to hear if this actually matches the real you. But what I can see is, first of all, your future spouse is going to see you as a person who is very worldly. Someone who has traveled a lot, has seen a lot of things, a person with vast experience. You also come across, I think is pretty a kind of Scorpio. I'm getting like strong Scorpio, Saturn, so Capricorn energy as well. So I think they see you as a person who is very resilient, a person who's very strong, stable. I think they see you as kind of like, you know, a safe haven. I'm actually just thinking about this now. You have Home in the Sky. Wow, I mean, really amazing. Wow, amazing how many confirmations, like they all paint a very clear picture here. So like you know, the oracle card here is really reflecting the combination of these different tarot cards here, the world and the moon, which the moon rules the sign of Cancer. Okay, so the moon is the one most connected to, you know, home, the home base, motherly energy, safety, comfort, you know, kind of paternal or especially maternal, but also potentially paternal energy. So this person sees you as someone who is, you know, very stable, emotionally mature, nurturing. So they definitely see you as someone who could be a good parent. If you already have children, they see you as someone who is a good parent to your children. You also have the Six of Pentacles here, which is usually connected to teaching. So they might see you as someone who, you know, you're very good with guiding those who are less enlightened. So they see you as someone who could be a good teacher. This could be someone, again, reinforcing the idea that you come across as someone who's good with kids. You know, you're good at being patient, at guiding children, being understanding. They also see you as, you know, someone who has gone through a lot of heartbreak. Look at this, the Three of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and then the Moon card and the Death card as well. Like, wow. And the Fool, interesting. So I think they also see you as a person who's very adaptable. It's like you have an interesting combination between, you know, being very, like, you come across as very stable, very comforting, you know, and in some ways, especially if you're a woman, I think they see you as someone who has a kind of a motherly side, you know, protecting side, a side of you that could be a very good mother, but you are also someone who, you know, has had a lot of experiences, is very free, you know, like has I think someone, yeah, who has had a lot of experiences, but also someone who loves to travel, you know, you love adventure as well. Because of this, the World card here, and also the Two of Wands. So, and also the Fool, I think. They see you as someone who also has an impulsive streak, I think, comes across as adventurous, I think. And also quite, you know, quite passionate, I think. They also see you as someone who, I mean, the first impressions, again, are that you are quite hurt, that you have been through a lot of things. This could be past relationships, this could be, you know, well, it could be any kind of relationships, you know, it could be that you have gone through a lot of, like, hardships in life. I think they see you as someone who has a lot of world wariness about you as well, because of the Nine of Wands. You might even come across as a bit defensive to this person. I think they at first see you as someone who has been hurt, and you're pretty closed off in many ways. I think they see you as also a bit melancholic and maybe a bit moody as well, changeable. They definitely can see that you have a soft side. They see your soft, nurturing side, you know, your gentleness, and they find that very appealing, I think. And they also see you as, like, look at this, you have a confirmation here. And between these, like, look at this, you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and you have Bison here with abundance. So I think they see you as someone who's quite well off. And actually not necessarily like well off, maybe that's not the best way to put it, because you also have the Two of Pentacles here. So I think they see you as, yeah, I mean, I think overall they see you as a person who's pretty self-sufficient, very good at taking care of yourself. They see you as someone who, you know, is pretty abundant. Okay, you might even come across, I think, as someone who knows how to dress, or, like, you know, you can make quite an impression. Also, because of this, you have the Dragon supernatural. So actually the dragon here, like, this is weird. Again, if you are watching my like, if you're watching my astrology channel, I'm getting, like, Purva Bhadrapada vibes actually from this pile. So because of the dragon here, the supernatural, and lizard with regeneration and the death, like, I'm, you know, Purva Bhadrapada, Bharani, that kind of thing, these nakshatras. So I think it's like you have a touch of like intensity about you, but they also see that you have a soft side. They also see you as, you know, very creative, very intuitive. I think if I mean irrespective actually, they might see you as someone who dabbles in things like are, you know, that are esoteric, supernat I mean, obviously, tarot readings, for instance, but not just tarot readings. I think even things that are more into the supernatural. So, I don't know, like maybe Wicca, you know, astrology. So I think they see you as someone who dabbles into these things, like, you know, has maybe even psychic abilities for some of you. With the death card, they definitely see you as someone who has suffered a lot of ups and downs and a lot of transformations in life. They might actually see you as a bringer of change, or like someone who is very transformative, you know, someone who's not afraid of um like intense experiences. I think you're someone who's kind of like a game changer. I think they, or that's how they see you. Again, I don't know if that's who you are, but they see you as someone who has the potential to be, you know, um an intense person, a person who is like, you know, has the ability to transform or to do extraordinary things, you know, on your own. I think they also feel like for you, there's like, I mean, to the more negative side of this, I think they might think that you are someone who is sometimes too emotional, you know, or they might think that you are not particularly rational. Let me put it like that. I think they might think that you are someone who, you know, is especially if they also see you as someone who's into esoteric, they might think, oh, like this is someone who is a bit into mumbo jumbo but doesn't have a lot of like doesn't have a lot of like logical thinking, or is not particularly rational. But again, you're talking first impressions here, so don't panic or anything. But I think the first impression is definitely also going to be that they're quite fascinated with you. I think that's the best word to put it, fascination. You know, they see you as, you know, very interesting. I think at first they really cannot really make you up exactly. So like they want to get to know you because you have this air of mystery about you. There might even be something a bit dark about you, like um you know, well, obviously, because if you come across as someone who's into the esoteric and all that, you might have something about you that is a little bit dark, let me put it like that. So, something that this person finds really intriguing. And I think you also come across as someone who is very career driven, quite accomplished, I would say, actually. So, they will think that you are someone who puts a lot of time and energy into your finances and into your career, into your professional life, and you're also quite well off. And they also see you as someone who's really busy and really good at multitasking. They also see you as someone who is not afraid to leave your comfort zone. I think, yeah, adventurous. Let me put it like that. You can also come across as a risk taker, I think. So yeah, this is pretty much what I can see from the cards. And let me get to the astrological part. This time I have two bowls. So I'm gonna pick, let me see, I'm gonna pick 6 messages from this one. 1, Spirit, what's pile number 1, spouse, future spouse's first impressions? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then I also have another bowl. Spirit, what is pile number 1's future spouse's first impressions of them? Future spouse's first impressions of them. I don't know about, yeah, I'm not actually getting that one. Spirit, pile number 1 is future spouse's first impressions of them. I was feeling this one, actually. Yeah, okay. That's enough. That's quite a lot of messages. Let's see what we have. Cancer, I cannot make this stuff up. Can you see it? Because I know the lighting is a bit... Yeah, that's Cancer. So, confirmation of the moon. And you have Venus. I don't know. You can't really see it because of the light, huh? Let's see. Venus. And let's see. Rahu. Okay, with the World card, I'm not surprised. Gemini. Scorpio. I cannot make this stuff up, I swear. Like, Scorpio is the death card and everything that I said. Really. Sagittarius, more confirmation of the World card. And Virgo. Okay, so you have Gemini and Virgo, both of them Mercury signs. And now let's see the houses. You have 6th house. Interesting. You have 11th house. You have 3rd house. House of travel and communication. You have 11th house again. Wow. Okay. You have 3rd house again. I cannot make this stuff up, I swear. I wrote all the houses twice. And then you have the 1st house. Okay. Wow. So, basically, with the 11th house and the 3rd house coming out twice and the 6th house, so this person sees you as someone who is very, I think, I don't know if necessarily good at networking. So for some of you, they can see you as someone who's good at networking, someone who has a lot of friends. But with the 11th house and the 3rd house, these are both business houses. So this person could see you as someone who's kind of like entrepreneurial, a go-getter, you know, someone who's very willful with the 3rd house, someone who has a lot of willpower. 6th house shows that they see you as someone who's really competitive. The 1st house as well. So they will really notice your physical appearance. With the 1st house and Venus, I think this person will see you as attractive at first. You know, I mean, they might even actually have a little bit of a crush on you from the first time that they see you with Venus here in the 1st house, actually. But with the 11th house, so they see you as someone who's really good at business. So irrespective of whether you are good at business or not, but they see you as someone who is, like I said, good at networking. You have a wide group of acquaintances, of friends, maybe from different cultures as well. You have Rahu here. And let me see. Yeah, Rahu with the 3rd house. So definitely, like I said, someone who has tendencies to foreign lands. Someone who can relate to people of different cultures easily. I think they might even see you as someone who has a business with like foreigners or something, or you work with foreigners, or you just have a lot of contact with foreigners and foreign lands. Okay. With Virgo in the 6th house, they also see you as, I mean, for some of you, connected. You might be working in a health field, or they see you as someone who really likes to be of service. They also can see you as being good at pets, like good at dealing with pets, with animals. They also see you as really competitive, like I said. So you definitely have like a combination of like paradoxical energies. And with Sagittarius and Rahu, so like this is like a reinforcement of the World card, you know. So they see you as like someone who has traveled a lot, you know, who likes to travel, who, you know, has a broad view of things. You're probably philosophical. They see you as philosophical, right? So they see you as someone who has, like, you know, how should I put it, a view of the bigger picture, right? So you like to think big. You like to expand. You like to grow. But they also see you as having like this really kind of sweet, sensitive, loving side with the Cancer. With the Venus as well, I think they see you as really beautiful. They see you as like soft and caring, and also someone who has the potential to be affectionate. With Scorpio, like I said, this is a reinforcement of the Death card, especially. And also with the dragon and the supernatural. So I think they see you as someone who, you know, is quite intense. You also have a certain intensity, seriousness about you. Like, I think you're someone who can get down to business very quickly. So I think this is why I say there's like a lot of paradoxical energy here, because you have like Scorpio and then you have Gemini and Cancer. So I think they see you as like really a collection of paradoxes, in the sense that you come across as youthful and curious, maybe even humorous. They definitely see you as a good communicator as well, because of the third house. So for some of you, they could really like your style of communication. You know, the way you talk, maybe the way you write. Like, maybe you're someone who writes, you have a blog or something. So yeah, they really like the way you communicate. They could like your voice, especially for, like, I think they see you, I mean, maybe for some of you, see how this resonates. It might be that you're a singer, or you like to sing, and if this person has ever heard you sing, they really like it. Especially at first. Maybe it might be like one of the first things they notice about you is your voice or your manner of communicating. With the 11th house, they also see you as someone who has a far reach. Like, you can reach wide audiences of people. So the 11th house can also show that they see you as someone who is popular. Interesting. They can also just see you as, so aside from the fact that they see you as like dealing with foreign cultures, I think they also see you as exotic, which leads me to believe that this person could be from a different background than you are. They see you as really fascinating. Like I said, Scorpio and Rahu, it's like they see you as unusual, fascinating, different from the average person. I think they also see you as really health conscious. Like someone who takes care of, it could be you take care of yourself, or you take care of others. So like I said, there's like a confirmation here, I think, between Virgo and the 6th house, and here the 6 of Pentacles. You know, they see you as someone who really likes to help others, especially people who are needy in some way. Venus can also be a confirmation of all the pentacles happening here. So I think they definitely see you as someone who has a pretty secure position in life. Scorpio as well. There's like a quiet power about you. And they see you as pretty resourceful and savvy, I think, when it comes to finances. With Gemini and Virgo, especially with Gemini, Gemini actually is similar to this, is like a confirmation of this 2 of Pentacles over here. So it's like they see you as someone who easily multitasks and juggles multiple interests at the same time. So like you could be someone who has like 2 careers, like 2 professions, or I don't know, you go to school and you work full time, or you work full time and you have a side hustle. But they see you as someone who's really busy and really juggling a lot of things at the same time, and you're pretty good at, they see you as someone who's pretty good at juggling multiple tasks at the same time. So yes, this is pretty much all that I can see for you, pile number 1. I'm sorry that you cannot see these notes more clearly with the lighting and all. But yeah, this is what I can see for you, and I hope that you have enjoyed it, because I thought it was definitely really interesting. Now, please tell me how it resonated in the comment section. which parts resonated, which didn't, and how did they resonate, anything you would care to share. And also, I will remind you to please subscribe to my channel. It only takes a second, and it's the easiest way to support me, and it's free. And also, if you would like to see when I post a new video, please don't forget to click the notifications bell. And also, if you're interested in getting a personal reading from me, you can check out the video description. I will leave my contact information there. Thank you. So hello pile number 2, this is your reading if you have chosen this rose quartz crystal and or this card which says elixir of life, for which I will read the description at the end. Okay, so once again, this is going to be the shuffling phase, so you can, you know, skip directly to the interpretation because I'm going to be taking my time selecting the cards. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2? What will their future spouse's first impressions of them be, Spirit? What can you tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the rose quartz crystal? What will their future spouse's first impressions of them be? What will they think about pile number 2? What will they feel about pile number 2? Anything you would care to share? Okay, I'm really getting these. What can you tell me about pile number 2's future spouse's first impressions of them? Nah, I'm not getting this one. This one? No, this one. This one. Let me get another one. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2's future spouse's first impressions of them? Anything you would care to share? What will be their first thoughts, their feelings? What will they think about pile number 2 at first? What is pile number 2's future spouse's first impressions of them? All right, all right. So let's see. You have the 4 of Cups. The World, interesting. The Temperance, the Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Sun. Very impressive already. Wow, impressive. Okay, I'm gonna get more cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2's future spouse's first impression of them? What will pile number 2's future spouse's first impressions of them be? What will they think of them? What will they feel about them at first? Help me out, Spirit. What will pile number 2's future spouse's first impressions of them be? Reshuffling. Spirit, what will pile number 2's future spouse's first impressions of them be? What will pile number 2's future spouse's first impressions of them be? What will pile number 2's future spouse's first impression? This one. I got this one. And another one. Future spouse's first impressions. This one? Nah, I'm getting this one. Okay, we have 6. You have the 10 of Pentacles. If you felt drawn to pile number 1, go ahead and watch it. You have the 6 of Swords. You have the 4 of Pentacles. You have the Two of Wands. Really, if you felt drawn to pile number 1. You have the King of Pentacles. And you have the King of Cups. I'm going to get one more card from each deck because I got 7 for the first pile as well. So, Spirit, tell me, what will pile number 2's future spouse think of them at first? What will pile number 2's first impressions, first feelings be about pile number 2? Help me out. Help me out, Spirit. No, I'm not getting this one. Okay. The Hierophant. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to get another one from this deck as well. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2's future spouses, first impressions and feelings and thoughts about them? What will there... Okay, that one. Okay, I saw that one. The Three of Wands. Okay. Interesting. So now I'm going to select some oracle cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2's future spouses, first impressions of them? What will pile number... Let's see, what do we have here? We have Squirrel, always prepared, and Dolphin play. Okay, one more. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2's future spouses, first impressions? Pile number 2, those are too many. I gotta select another one. Pile number 2's first impressions of future spouses, first impressions of them. Spirit, what will pile number 2's future spouse first impression be of them? Help me out, Spirit. What will pile number 2's future spouse's first impressions of them be? I'm really getting this one, so... Dear love, be gentle with yourself. Okay, so I'm going to read the oracle cards now. So you have Squirrel, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. I feel like this is a reinforcement of the Four of Pentacles. Okay, and then you have Dolphin play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. Okay, and then you also have Dear love, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Wow. Okay, so this person is gonna be, like, for this person, it's gonna be, I think, love at first sight. Really. But wait, I haven't read the description for this oracle card, which is the Elixir of Life. I'm going to read it from the booklet. Let me see. So you have number 15. Healing, consolidation, reinvigoration, truth. A woman is leaning towards a deep red rose. She faces the flower with her eyes closed, concentrating on the lush bloom. She is receiving the sweet scent of nature and the energy of life. The wind rustles her hair, whispering the truths of the universe into her ears. She can hear her own breath mingling with the wind. Sitting quietly in nature by a stream or in a garden can help still your wandering mind and heal a troubled heart. Very interesting. So I feel like this person, if you are a woman, actually irrespective of your gender, this person sees you as very innocent in many ways. Like, they see you as having a strong, innocent energy. There's something childlike about you, something very fluid about you. Like, there's something just, you know, playful and fun and lighthearted about your energy. I think you bring out the protective instincts in this person, even if you are a man. Like, you may not, that may sound weird, but I think even if you're a man, this person like sees that you have this kind of childlike innocence about you, and they feel protective towards you. They also, I think, see you as marriage material because of the Hierophant. So, of course, it could just be that when this person first sees you, they think you're married. Or they think you're either married or you're in a long-term relationship. This could actually be the case, right? Maybe you're going to meet this person when you're in a relationship for some of you. But I think irrespective, actually, this person just sees you as marriage material. I think they see you as like, I think if you're not married, they're going to be like, why is this person not married? How is it possible? Um, because they see you as like such an amazing person. Well, the sun is kind of like a reinforcement of this dolphin play and deer love. Like, I think they see you as someone who, you know, like I said, like you just have this kind of playfulness, this innocence about you. They see that you have the ability to just have fun, you know, see the joy in little things. And they really, I think, admire that. They see this light about you. You know, they see this fiery energy. You might actually have some strong Leo energy, or this person will perceive you as having a strong Leo energy or strong fire energy. With the World, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands. So this person sees you like similarly to pile number one. This is why I said if you feel drawn to pile number one, you might want to check it out. They see you as a person who's quite worldly, you know, who has traveled a lot, who loves to travel, who has an adventurous streak. They see you as really versatile. They see you as really adaptable, I think. They also see you as like very wise and mature as well. And I think they see you as, you know, they see you as someone who's like very good at understanding people. So maybe some of you are therapists even, but you know, that's not necessarily the case. But they see you as someone who has very strong intuition. If you are a woman, this person I think sees you as like the embodiment of divine feminine energy, almost. Like they see you as like this really magical creature. I like, this is a strong feeling that I'm getting. Like they see you as someone who's like really fun and feminine in a light way. Like even if you have a more intense streak, they can see the part of you that is lighthearted and fun. And they can see that you are, you know, you're a person who's like all heart. I think they see you as someone who, you know, follows your heart. Pretty passionate, I think. They see you as like, this is gonna sound funny, but they see you as like a jackpot, really, because of the Ace of Pentacles. Like, this person I think is not gonna believe their eyes. Like, I think they're gonna be in many ways smitten by you. They're gonna see you as like a gift from the universe, from God, from whatever you want to call it. Like, they will not believe that a person like you exists, I think. They also see you as someone who blends different dichotomous energies together. You know, they, interesting. Again, similarly to pile number one, but not exactly the same, you know. They see you as, I think, someone who might even come from a multicultural background. Like they see you as someone who is, you might be mixed race, or they perceive you as mixed race, or of mixed ethnicity. They think of you as pretty exotic, I think, even with respect to your appearance. They also see you as a person who's really frugal and I think quite good at managing your finances. I think they also see you as someone, I mean, when you first have contact with this person, they will see you as someone who is recovering, or is just coming from a rough time in your life. I think it's like, I think they see, yeah, they see you as someone who has recovered from some rough stuff in your life, if that makes sense. Or you are just leaving a painful situation. This is how they perceive you. Wow, this is really specific, but I think for some of you, it could be that you meet this person, and again, I'm getting this message strongly, even though this is not about how you're going to meet this person. But you might be meeting this person when you are leaving your previous place, your previous home. So, I mean, I'm even getting like, this can sound crazy now, but this could be like refugee stuff. But this is like an image that I'm getting. Of course, it doesn't mean that it has to be like refugee stuff, but it could just be like you are leaving some painful situation behind and you are traveling the world, and this is how you meet this person. So they see you as someone who has left a painful situation behind, and now you are traveling to escape it again. So take that how it resonates. Of course, I thought about refugees, even though that's like, you know, worst case scenario or something, but of course it could be something else. It could just be like you take a job in a foreign country or in another city or something like that. And yeah, it could be that this is what they see you as, like this is how you meet this person. I think for some of you this is a strong message. And also they see you as a person who you have very strong boundaries. They perceive you as someone who knows who you are and what you want, especially when it comes to I think especially when it comes to your professional life, but in general, like I think that you come across as a person who's very discerning, very determined, you know. I don't think, you know, you're like the opposite of desperate. Like even if you are single and you have been single for a long time, you're the kind of person who, you know, is not gonna settle. Like you have a strong vision for your life and where you're going, and I feel like they perceive you as someone who's like very determined, and I think maybe a little bit closed off. I think they see you as someone who, you know, is not easy to get to in many ways, you know, um, because of all this four energy here. Really interesting. I think they also see you as a person who is, you know, very connected to your home base. I'm getting strong Mercury energy. Strong Mercury, strong Sun, strong Moon energy. There could even be something about water here. Like maybe you meet this person literally on water or while traveling on water. Or they can perceive you as someone who just really likes to swim. So for some of you, again, more specifically, this could be that you meet this person when you're swimming, like a beach or something, or a pool. They see you as someone who's really good at managing finances, and you are well on your way to being financially stable. I think they also perceive you as quite conventional as well. I think they might, for some of you more specifically, they might think that you're the kind of person that doesn't want to mingle outside of your social group. Like you just want to stay with people who are, you know, again, I'm getting for some of you that you might be religious. So I think this person thinks that you're only going to hang out with people who are from a similar belief system, or, you know, people that are basically your tribe, quote unquote. So that could be a perception at first, that you don't like to mingle too much with people who are, you know, outside of your entourage, let's say, your usual entourage. But again, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's about religion. It could be, I don't know, maybe you're an astrologer and you don't talk to people unless they're into astrology as well. For example, I'm definitely getting strong like Leo Sun energy, so I would be curious if that is happening. I'm gonna see with the astrological markers in a bit. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what I can see actually from the cards, I think. Let me check one more time. I think they also can see you as someone who's good with kids, someone who's good at acting, someone who's creative, someone who's very good at creative expression, I think. Someone who's original. And they also see you as pretty dedicated to your profession, to your career, to your finances. Pretty conventional in some ways. Again, for some of you, for those of you who identify as religious, I mean, if you identify as religious, it's unlikely that you're even watching this video. But if you are, let's say, pertaining to a church or something like that, I think it is that this person sees you as, you know, you only stick to the people of your tribe. I think they also see you as, you know, someone who would definitely be, like I said initially, marriage material. So they see you as like, you know, wise and patient, and I think stable. They see you as really stable. So I think they definitely see you as marriage material. Someone who would be, you know, just good at creating a nice, comfortable home with. But at the same time, someone who's knowledgeable, intelligent, you know, worldly. If that makes sense. And I think they see you as a nature lover. Like, because of these oracle cards here. They see you, yeah, as a nature lover, and also who's really someone who's cautious. Like, for some of you, they could see you as like a minimalist, or someone who is even, you know, someone who could survive on very little. Very frugal. Okay, so this is pretty much what I can see through the cards, and now I'm going to get to the astrological notes. I have 2 bowls this time. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2's future spouses? First impressions of them. Help me out, Spirit. Pile number 2's future spouses. First impressions of them. What can you tell me? Okay, another one. How many is that? 2, 3, 1 more. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2's future spouses? First impressions of them. No, actually this one. Okay. Spirit, pile number 2's future spouses, first impressions of them. What can you tell me about that? Help me choose some notes here. Interesting. Okay. I'm getting this one, and this one. I hope that's 6. All right, so let's see. Plenty of notes. 6th house, 9th house. So that's like a reinforcement of the World card. 10th house, reinforcement of the 10 of Pentacles. So you're very focused on career. 3rd house, that's you being seen as entrepreneurial, strong-willed, good communicator. 2nd house, they like your voice, and they see you as, like I said, very home-oriented. Maybe having good connections to your family of origin. 12th house, okay, more travel reinforcement. So you most likely are from a different culture than this person, I think. Or you're from a different country. Like, I think they see you as someone coming from a very far away place. And also, like I said, 12th house is about intuition. So they see you as very intuitive. You know, they might see you as pretty, like I said, closed off, secretive, introverted. I think for some of you that could be the case. Okay, so let me see the rest of the notes. Jupiter, I'm not surprised. I think this is, I actually mentioned that Jupiter was a thing. Ketu, wow. Okay, so the spiritual influence is even stronger here. So they see you as very spiritual. Sagittarius, you know, reinforcement of the World card. Aquarius, they see you as unusual and original. Cancer, definitely check out pile number 1 if you felt drawn to it. And the sun, I cannot make this stuff up. Like, I don't know if you can see it because the lighting is not that good, but there it is, the sun. Yeah, here comes the sun by the Beatles. Right, so great confirmations of energies here. So with the Ketu in the 12th house, this is a reinforcement of the priestess, you know, the high priestess card, which is right here underneath. Here we have it, right? So you are a person who is really spiritual. They see you as someone who's like, they see you as someone who's like either, I mean, actually now that I got Ketu, I think it's unlikely that they see you as religious. See how that resonates. Maybe for some of you, you are religious also, but they definitely see you as someone who has like a hint of like something elusive, something, you know, really, really spiritual, like, but I mean, I'm getting like actually Ketu is close to the tropical Neptune energy to some extent. Out of all of the Vedic energies, Ketu is probably closest to Neptune, which in some ways, if I stretch it a little bit, is a confirmation of this dolphin energy. So I definitely feel like something about the sea here, the 12th house as well. The 12th house is the house that corresponds to Pisces. So I think it's like they see you as someone who loves water, like someone who loves, you know, they see you as a dreamer, as someone who is, you know, I think if you're a woman, they see you as, like I said, like the embodiment of like something ethereal and magical. Like they see you as like a fairy or something, you know, like a pixie, a fairy. They see you as like this magically feminine sort of energy, but at the same time they see you as like really worldly, really intelligent, you know, with the Sagittarius and the Jupiter you know, energy. I think they see you as well educated. And also with the Aquarius, it's like you come across as someone who, you know, marches to the beat of their own drum. You know, like they definitely can pick up that you are unconventional, you're nonconformist, you know, you're not like trying to fit in. And with the sun, there's definitely like an individualistic streak about you, and also I think a healthy sense of pride. It's like on the one hand, you come across, I think, as pretty introverted, you know, imaginative, caught up in your own universe sometimes. But with the sun, it's like, even though you come across as, I think, quite ethereal and maybe even fragile in some ways, you have this like not, you know, you have this kind of like don't mess with me sort of aura where you just make it clear that you are going to stand by your boundaries. If someone tries to push you around, you're not going to tolerate it. So it's actually like these energies are like a confirmation of what I said. So you seem like someone who's really good at protecting yourself, you know, and at the same time also someone who would be a good parent. Since you have the sun and you also have Cancer, I feel like there's like an interesting balance here between masculine and feminine energy. So I think they see you as a person who you know, has a maternal streak, has a nurturing streak. They also see you as, funny enough, now that I think about it with the second house as well, they might see you as someone who is really good at cooking or might enjoy cooking, enjoys eating. They will really like your voice as well, and they also see you as someone who is really connected to their family of origin, your origins in general, I think. Also connected to your siblings potentially. But there's something about your voice as well. They like your voice. They also see you as, you know, someone who's quite competitive, and now that I think about it, and I maybe should have said this with pile 1 as well. Okay, this is maybe very specific and for some of you, but they might actually even at first see you as competition in some way. But again, see how that resonates. Like if you meet this person, let's say at work or something, they might even see you as a little bit of a competition, or they might see you as really competitive with a tendency to be argumentative sometimes, I think. Very focused on, they might also see you as like someone who is in healthcare or connected to healthcare, really conscious about healthcare. They also see you as very, very well educated. They see you as, yeah, very well educated, potentially well read, well traveled, someone who has a broad, a broad view of the world. And also someone who, I think they see you as someone who has a pretty good status as well in life, or like you're on your way to having a good status. They see you as responsible and pretty focused on your career and social responsibilities. You might even be a teacher, or like they might see you as a teacher. I think also they might see you as somehow, I mean, this is really specific, but they might really see you as being influenced by your gurus, or by, again, this kind of leads me to believe that some of you might be religious. Like they might see you as like really, someone who listens to your like guides, your teachers, your professors, your gurus, someone who's really respectful of the elder generation, of, the wise people in society. And yeah, for some of you, I think they might see you as like a little bit orthodox in some way, so maybe you are part of something organized, like an organized religious something, or maybe you're a Wiccan and you are part of a coven or something. But I think they see you as a person for whom faith is really important in life, let me put it like that, irrespective of what your what your belief system is. Yeah, so I mean, this is pretty much what I can see for your reading, and I hope you have enjoyed it, because I definitely have. It's been really interesting. Please feel free to comment in the comment section with anything you would care to share, which parts resonated, which didn't, to which extent did they resonate or not. And I would be very curious to hear that. And also, please do not forget to subscribe. It will only take a second, and it's the easiest way to support my channel. And also, if you would like to see when I will post a new video, you can also click on the notifications bell to get a notification when I will post a new video on this channel. And also, if you're interested in a private reading, you can email me at the email in the video description. I can send you a list of feedbacks that I have gotten, as well as sample readings, and a pricing list, as well as payment options. Okay, so welcome pile number 3. This is your reading if you have chosen this card over here that says Butterfly Garden, for which I will read the description after I select all the cards, and or this crystal, this aventurine crystal. So this is going to be the shuffling part and also the card selection part, so I'm going to add timestamps. You can skip directly to the interpretation if you do not want to sit through this, because I'm going to be taking my time. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the green aventurine crystal? What will their future spouses' first impressions of them be, Spirit? Help me out here. What will pile number 3's future spouse's first impressions be about them? What will their feelings be, their thoughts? Anything you would care to share, Spirit? I would be very grateful. Pile number 3, what will their future spouse think about them? What will pile number 3's future spouse's first impressions about them be? Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3, their future spouse's first impressions of them? What can you tell me about pile number 3? So, okay, one more. Pile number 3's future spouses. Okay. First impressions of them. So let's see what you have. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. You have the Temperance. If you felt drawn to any of the previous two piles, please check them out. And you have the Knight of Wands. The Eight of Cups. The Ten of, this is the Ten of Swords. Wow, okay. And the Hanged Man. Okay, let me select some more cards. Spirit, what can you tell me already if, okay, this one? I don't know, I'm not getting it. I'm gonna shuffle. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3's future spouses, first impressions of them, their feelings, their thoughts about pile number 3 upon meeting them? No, forget it. What can you tell me about pile number 3's future spouses, first impressions, feelings, thoughts about them? Help me choose the right card, Spirit. This one? Actually, I'm not getting this one. This one. Okay. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3's future spouses, first impressions of them, first thoughts, first feelings, first interaction? Spirit, help me out here. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles. Wow, like if you feel drawn really to pile number 2 especially, please check it out. Only if you felt drawn to it. Queen of Cups. The Temperance again, right underneath the Temperance. And the Queen of Pentacles. Didn't this come out again? No, actually it came out in pile number 2, I'm pretty sure. The Ace of Swords. The King of Wands. And the Magician. Wow. All right. All right. Now I'm gonna get some oracle cards from this Animal Spirits cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3's future spouses, first impressions of them? What are their first impressions about pile number 3 gonna be, Spirit? Help me choose the right cards. What's pile number 3's future spouses, first impressions and feelings and thoughts about them going to be, Spirit? I'm getting this one. This one. Pile number 3's future spouses. Okay. So let's see. You have the Squirrel. Just like pile number 2. Owl and Magic. Again, you have a repeat of the magic energy. And Wolf Pathfinder. Wow. You are going to make quite an impression on this person. Interesting. Okay, so let me start with reading the oracle cards. Squirrel, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. And then you have Owl Magic. choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. And then Wolf Pathfinder, release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find the way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Okay, and now I'm going to read the description for this oracle card, which says Butterfly Garden from the booklet. Here is the booklet. I'm going to read it. Okay, number 48. So, Butterfly Garden, curiosity, discovery, small moments in life. A woman holds a blooming flower in her hand as she gazes towards the sky. On her head sits a butterfly closely examining the purple petals. Enjoying the situation, the woman stands still and quietly soaks in her surroundings. She does not want to disturb the scene. In our daily life, there are so many possible moments that could be precious if we would just take that time to notice them. Be mindful of your surroundings and pay attention. Ask, why is that there? Then make connections. Small observations can lead to great discoveries. I think this person sees you as really brilliant. Like, they see you as someone who is, first of all, a good researcher. Again, if you watch my astrology channel, I'm getting Ardra and Mrigashira energy here. So this, like, they see you as someone who effortlessly, you know, comes up with brilliant ideas and intuitions. They see you as, I think, even more than the other. I mean, the Temperance card, I think, came out in every pile up until this point. So pile number 1, number 2, I think, as well. But in your pile, it came out twice, which shows a particularly strong energy. So with the Temperance card here, they see this person sees you as really a very strong combination of paradoxical energies. So I think this is, I mean, it actually kind of goes hand in hand with the Magician and the Magic card here. So I think they see you as, like, you know, they look at you and they're like, how do you even do that? How do you even do your magic thing? You know, like, how do you even come up with the ideas you come up with, the solutions you come up with? There's something about you that is just mystical and fascinating about, you know, fascinating to watch to this person. But they see you as someone who comes up with brilliant ideas, brilliant connections that nobody else can make. You might also be a person who just, maybe through your profession or your way of being, you blend different things that seem contradictory, paradoxical, and this person just cannot get their heads around you. Like, like, for instance, again, this could be someone who, like, maybe you do tarot or you have an interest in tarot, but you're like a scientist in your everyday life, you know, something like that. Or like you are, you know, like have a side that is really rational, you know, down to earth, relatable, but then you have some kind of, you know, very strange interest on the side, something like that. This is the feeling that I'm getting here. I also similarly, I mean, I think, again, in your pile, even stronger than in the previous, I think, either pile number 1 or 2, I don't remember. But I think in your pile especially, like, there's like a feeling here that this person sees you as, you know, into something like Wicca, you know, like something, you know, like, they think that you're doing something, like some kind of magic, some kind of spell stuff. They see you as a witch, basically, or, yeah. But they also see you as someone who has a really pragmatic side. They see you as pretty frugal. Like, they see you as a person who can handle crisis situations, I think. They see you as a person who, you know, it's like, you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about these channels on YouTube about prepping, you know, like, Like, you're someone who is not going to be caught unprepared, you know, like you always have something stashed, some kind of you always have a plan B, right? Prepared in case something doesn't happen properly, or they see you as someone who just has like good survival skills. They also see you as very passionate, very passionate. I think you come across as a natural leader, like without, whether you realize it or not. And this is also like, there's like a parallel here between the King of Wands and the Pathfinder here. There's something of a pioneer energy about you, like you're not afraid to take, you know, the untreaded path, you know, to find original solutions. I think this person is especially impressed by your personality and your intellect. Really. They also see you as someone who's a good teacher. You're good at sharing the knowledge you have. And I think it's really weird with the Hanged Man here and the Magician. Like, actually, now that I think about it, the Hanged Man and the Magician kind of like reinforces what I already said, that this person like like this person is like cannot get their heads around how you can blend energies that are so different. You know, like it's like there's, you know, I'm thinking Jekyll and Hyde here, but not in a bad way. You know, it's like you can just flip a coin and you are someone else, but you know, like you, but not necessarily in a bad way, right? So you're just, there are like two sides to you. This is what I'm getting. So where one side of you is like more instinctive, more savage. It could be that you have a side of you that's more savage, like that only comes out every now and then. I'm also getting that because of the wolf here. This is why I'm thinking Ardra Nakshatra. If you understand, if you're coming from like astrology, especially Vedic astrology. So I think they see you as someone who, you, again, they might also see you as someone who is really attached to nature, to animals. Maybe even you work something connected to animals, or you really enjoy spending time with animals. Maybe you have pets. Again, maybe you are going to meet this person when you are, I don't know, doing something with your pets. You know, you're taking your dog out for a walk, or you meet this person during a trip or a hike in nature. This person also sees you as someone who has gone through some stuff emotionally. Like, I'm getting heavy emotions here, you know, with the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So, I think it could be, again, that when you meet this person, you have just left some painful situation behind, and this person knows about it. In any case, even if this person doesn't know your life story, I think their first impression is that this is, you know, you're a person who has been hurt pretty badly. Like, I think you're someone who has gone through something pretty, you know, painful emotionally, right? But you are, it's like you are building yourself from the ground up when you meet this person, if that makes sense. Or you're just like have reached rock bottom and you're about to start a new cycle in life. Again, this is not directly linked to how they see you, but this is something that I'm picking up on here. I think they also see you as like someone who's really fresh. Like, they see you as a new start. I think they might even see you as like the start of a new chapter of their lives, which, well, if they are your future spouse, makes perfect sense, right? But I think especially like you just awaken this person. I think they see you as like a breath of fresh air, you know? It's like you're different. You're different from what everything that they've known, and you inspire them in some way. Because look at this, because of the Magician and the King of Wands, there's just something about you that is making them happy, you know. It's like stimulating them, it's keeping them on their toes, but in a good way. Like I said, you come across as really mysterious, I think, and you also just come across as a really strong manifester, I think. And I think because there are like different energies here, where part of it shows a painful ending and the other ones are a new beginning and a strong beginning, you know, with a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of focus and organization. I think it's like this person admires the fact that you have this strong ability to regenerate, you know, strong ability to just start over, I think. This person also sees you, I think, as pretty maternal, like sees you as someone who, actually, I think this person sees you as like someone who has a pretty balanced masculine versus feminine energy, right? So like even irrespective of your biological gender, I think they see you as someone who has, you know, a healthy feminine side and a healthy masculine side. Like neither parts of you, nor the masculine or the feminine, is like toxic, let me put it like that. So with the temperance coming out twice, now that I think about it, it could also just mean that, like, it could mean that this person just sees how balanced you are, you know, like you're someone who's like can weather a lot of storms because your core is unshakable. And also that I think you draw your strength from within. I'm also seeing like strong Mercury energy in this pile as well. I say as well because it has come up in the previous, I think, in the previous both piles. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if in the astrological notes I might pick up Mercury or Gemini or Virgo. I think maybe for some of you, like definitely you're like someone who loves animals, you might work with animals, or they will see you as someone who loves animals, loves nature. Yeah, so I think, yeah, and again, I'm repeating myself a little bit here, but I keep coming up with this. It's like this person just sees, like, you're a person who like sees the magic in ordinary things, or you have a fresh perspective on everything, you know. Like maybe not everything, but things that people would normally overlook, like maybe you do little creative things or something, I don't know, like this person will notice things that you do creatively, you know, like maybe you arrange napkins in a way that they haven't seen before. I don't know, I'm just thinking about random things. Depending on where you meet this person, it could be different things, you know. But they will like, you know what this makes me think of? That scene in Fight Club where I think this the first conversation happens on the plane between Tyler Durden and the other guy. I forgot what his name was because he was talking to himself anyway. I digress. But there was this a phrase. There was this conversation between two strangers on a plane, and one of them uses a phrase, "single serving friends," and the other one just finds it very clever, and you know remembers that he used that phrase. You know, so that's something what I think about when I'm looking at this spread. You know, it's like this person will see that you have an original way of thinking and seeing things, and they will really like that about you. As well, the fact that as well as the fact that I think they see you as like possessing paradoxical qualities, dichotomous qualities. They also see you as very passionate and a good teacher. Okay, so this is pretty much what I can see from the cards, and let me check out the astrological notes now. I have made 2 bowls this time. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3 is future spouses, first impressions of them? Help me out, Spirit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And the next one? Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3's future spouses, first impressions of them? What can you tell me about pile number 3's future spouses, first impressions? I'm actually getting this one more. Okay. I don't know if I took 6 or more. We'll see what we have here. Okay. First house. Third house. This came out in every pile. Sixth house, not surprised. Sixth house is the house of pets and animals. 11th house, house of friends. 7th house, wow. Okay. Second house. Okay, so just by looking at these notes right here, the 6th house is a confirmation of what I was saying about animals, and I think you might even meet this person when, I don't know, you take your dog out for a walk or you meet at the vet or something like that. It could be for some of you. For some of you, it could be that you first see this person when you are traveling. You're going through some short travel, either short distance or short-term travel. You could even meet online. That could be another thing. So, their first impressions of you is that you are pretty individualistic. You have a strong personality. They see you as pretty connected to your family of origin. They see you as a good cook or someone who's interested in food. They like your voice. They like the way you communicate. They might actually see you as, well, again, since this is a future spouse, it wouldn't be surprising, but they might see you as like a good partner, even an ideal partner from the get-go, you know, from the first impressions, because of the 7th house. So I think that they see you as someone who might complete them, you know, who would balance them out. With the 11th house, they also see you, I think, as they see you as a catch. They see you as a gift, you know, which is like a confirmation of the Ace of Pentacles, actually. So, and they also see you, I think, as someone who's really focused on health and service, you know, taking care of other people, taking care of pets, stuff like that. Let's see what else is happening here with these notes. So you have Sagittarius, Gemini, not surprising, like I said. Also, 3rd house is connected to Mercury, like I said. Rahu, okay, this makes sense. Rahu rules Ardra. Virgo, so you have both of the Mercury signs. So like I said, there's strong Mercury energy here. Leo, okay, creative, individualistic. Oh, come on. And Libra, this is a confirmation of the 7th house. So, wow. The Libra is also actually, the 7th house, and the Libra can also be a confirmation of the Temperance energy. So I think they see you as a really balanced person. Someone who is, you know, not easily shaken up by events around them. The Rahu energy and the Gemini, actually, for those of you who know Vedic astrology, is kind of a confirmation of Ardra energy. I think for some of you, they see you as an Ardra archetype. So, like, someone who's pretty wild. Like, someone who's interested in animals, but also has a lot of sensitivity. Someone who has a strong intuition and definitely a brilliant mind. Very, you know, intelligent, creative, but also has kind of a bit of a wild side, a side that is, like, you know, really fascinating, and like, you're really in touch with nature. They might see you as someone who has strong connections to animals. Like, you can easily, you know, relate to animals, I think, for some of you. But yeah, with Rahu, like I said, Rahu is confirmation of the brilliant energy. So they see you as, like, really someone who is non-conforming, but more than that, I think they see you as, like, almost revolutionary in some ways. I mean, of course, not everyone can be a revolutionary, but it's like they see you as someone who's really original, you know, a pioneer, someone who dares to, you know, look at things in a different way, say things that other people don't have the courage to say, maybe. Also, Leo is kind of a confirmation of the King of Wands energy, so very passionate, also with the Knight of Wands as well. The Knight of Wands is over here. So you have Sagittarius and Leo. So they see you as someone who really likes, I think, the outdoors. You like forests, you like hills. This is why I'm really seeing the paradoxical energy here, because you have so you have a lot of these, like, tame energies, you know, Gemini, Libra, Virgo, and then you have Rahu, Sagittarius, Leo. So it's like they see you as someone who could be, you know, it's like people who don't know you will see you as a pretty kind of, you know, harmless, maybe conventional individual. But when they get to know you, you have kind of a wild side, you know, a really unconventional side. And you really love nature, I think. You could also like come across as someone who works in healthcare or with animals, like I said. In any case, they see you as pretty health conscious or really interested in things like technology, very rational, very good at communication. Like I said, I think they might really notice your your intelligence at first and your way of communicating at first. But like I said, I think they also see that you you might be someone who, like, I'm getting like Bear Grylls energy here, but obviously, like, especially if you're a woman, that may not resonate. um like, but I think they see you as like someone who could really handle, you know, like crisis situations, in like savage situations, you know. And I think they see you as drawn to nature. I think they also see you as someone who could easily have a lot of friends. They see you as someone who's really good at business, good at making money, pretty good at handling your finances. I think they see you as someone who works well in one-on-one situations. So I'm getting, for some of you, you might be a therapist. They might see you as a therapist, or they might see you as someone who is really good at understanding people, putting yourself in the other person's shoes. They might also see you as pretty good at negotiating, for some of you. They also see you as, you know, someone who is broad-minded, well-educated, creative, but also very rational. I think they see you as someone who really enjoys being rational, you know. I'm getting people who like to fix, you know, solve crossword puzzles and Sudoku and chess and stuff like that. I think for some of you that could be the case. You like strategy, for some of you. And yeah, I think for some of you, they see you as a teacher, definitely, because you have like the third house, the second house, the 11th house. So I think, and also the Six of Pentacles. It's like they see you as someone who can easily touch a wide audience. So this makes me think like maybe they see you as a teacher, you know. And again, this could be maybe you have, you know, an online platform or something, or it could be that, I don't know, you're literally a teacher and they know that. So this is pretty much what I can see for your reading, pile number 3, and I hope you have enjoyed it, because I definitely have. I have found it interesting, and I would ask you to please not forget to subscribe if you have found value in any of my videos. It is the easiest way to support me, and it's free, and it will only take a second, so please subscribe. And also, please comment in the comment section with anything that you have found interesting about this reading. You know, what resonated, what didn't resonate, maybe what other topics you would like to see in the future on my channel. And also, if you would like to see when I post a new video, don't forget to click on the notifications bell. And if you're interested in a private reading from me, I do private tarot readings. You can email me at the email in the video description. I can send you a list of feedbacks that I have gotten, as well as sample readings and a pricing list, as well as further details about how to make a purchase. Okay. Hello, pile number 4. This is your reading if you have chosen, well, this card over here that says Liberty, and or this amethyst crystal. It is a beauty. And yeah, this is going to be the card selection phase, and I'm going to add timestamps. You can skip directly to your reading because I'm going to be taking my time. So, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of them? What can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of pile number 4? Their feelings at first, their thoughts, anything you would care to share, Spirit. What can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of them? Help me out, Spirit. What can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of them? What can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions? Okay, so how many cards? Yeah, that's 4. 3 more. I'm gonna get 3 more cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impression? This one? What can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of them? Spirit, help me out. What can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of them? So let's see. You have 8 of Swords. 4 of Swords. Wait, is this the Swords? No. This is the Wands, I think. Yeah. This is the 8 of Wands, and this is the 4 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. This is the 8 of Wands. No, the 8 of Swords, sorry. No, I'm confused now. Wait a second. Is this the 8 of Wands or the 8 of Swords? No, this is the 8 of Swords. Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry. These cards are confusing. So, I had this conflict before. So, this is the 8 of Swords. Did I say 8 of Wands? I'm confused completely. No, this is the 8 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and this is the 8 of Wands. This is the Empress. And this is the Ace of Swords. Okay, interesting. If you felt drawn to pile number 3, you might want to check it out. This is the 6 of Cups. Hold on, I have to pause because I smeared my desk with a match back. Okay, it's still smeared a little bit, but what can I do? So, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of them? Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of them? Help me out, Spirit. What can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of them? The people who chose the amethyst crystal. What can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of them? What can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses? No. First impressions of them. No. Okay. Let me reshuffle. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of them? What will their future spouses' first impressions of them be? First feelings, thoughts, anything you want to share, Spirit. I would be greatly appreciative. No, not getting this one. This one. Okay, something just fell off my door. I hope that's not a poltergeist situation. Okay. Future spouses, first impression. That's it. Okay. So you have the Emperor. Nice. And the Empress. And you have the High Priestess. Wow, you have the Empress and the Emperor and the High Priestess. And the 3 of Swords. If you felt drawn to pile number 1, check it out. The 7 of Swords. Okay. The 5 of Cups. Interesting. And the 2 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Swords. Interesting. Wow. I'm going to have to clarify this. Can you please show me the 2 paths shown by the 2 of Swords, Spirit? Can you please show me the 2 paths shown by the 2 of Swords, Spirit? What two separate paths do the Two of Swords show in this case for pile number 4? Help me out, Spirit. Help me out. Can you show me which is the second path for the Two of Swords, Spirit? Help me out, Spirit. Wow, okay, okay. So you have 2 cards. I'm going to show... Okay, the Magician. Wow. The Two of Cups. And then you have the Magician and the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. I'm going to get to the interpretations in a bit. Now I'm going to get some oracle cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of them? What can you tell me? Okay. What can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of them? Well, this came out for, you know, head first. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouses, first impressions of pile number 4? Help me out, Spirit. First impressions of pile number 4. Okay, that one came out. So, you have moose and pronghorn and lizard. Okay, so let me read these. Moose with wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. Then you have pronghorn, action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. And then you have lizard regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. Beautiful. And then I'm going to read the description for this card, which says liberty, from the booklet. Here is the booklet. So let me see, card number 2 that says liberty. Choices, confidence, letting go, self-determination. This card shows a woman standing in profile. A birdcage hangs from her hair, and she is about to release her winged friend into the night. The stars and the moon are guiding the little bird's way. The woman has plucked a special star from the sky to help shepherd the bird's journey. This card stands for the freedom you have to choose your own way in life. Don't let others decide for you. You have the power to liberate yourself from both external and internal cages. Many of the obstacles we face are ones we create ourselves. Once we realize we've created them, we have the power to release them. These are very strong confirmations of something I was going to say from the beginning. With the 8 of Swords here, this person sees you as a prisoner of your own thoughts and potentially your own limiting beliefs. And they also see you as indecisive because of the 2 of Swords. But let me get into the full reading. Okay, so this person sees you as someone who has gone through a lot of heartaches, because look at this, 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords. This one is interesting here. So I think this person either sees you as someone who has had to be, you know, has gone through a lot of betrayals, you know, you've been double-crossed a lot, and now you are hurt, you were betrayed, and you are hurt now, and you have a hard time trusting. Either that, or they see you as deceptive. You know, they see you as not trustworthy for some reason at first. Okay, these are first impressions. See how, I mean, you know, when you meet this person, you will know. But I think really, because of the 3 of Swords and the 4 of Swords, I think they see you more as the one who was hurt in this situation. And also the 5 of Cups. I think this person sees you as someone who has a tendency to dwell in the past or to dwell on past mistakes. This also explains the Two of Swords, and it also explains what the Oracle cards say. So the Oracle cards are basically, I feel like this person almost wants to tell you, you know, when they see you, to take action, you know, to stop hesitating, to stop crying over spilled milk, basically. Like, it's like this person sees you as a prisoner, like I said, a prisoner of your own thoughts. Like, I think this person can see you as a little bit rigid, you know, closed off. Like, they see you as someone who has limiting beliefs about yourself and about the world. Maybe because of these cards here, I think this person sees you as someone who doesn't open up, doesn't trust, because you have been hurt in the past and you are still very much living in the past. I think they see that, or you are influenced by the past. Also with the Six of Cups, I think this person sees you, like, potentially, again, having in view the rest of the spread, I think they see you as pretty nostalgic, you know, someone who's quite melancholic, nostalgic. But at the same time, they see you as very creative and having a kind of a childlike innocence about you, I think. I think they see you as someone who's really in touch with your inner child. Because of the Empress and the Emperor, very interesting. Like, I think this person sees you as really mature. I think some of you might even be parents. You know, they see you as someone who is a provider and protector. And, like, similar to one of the other piles, I don't remember which one, but if you felt drawn to any of the other piles, please check them out, because there might be messages for you there. But I think this person sees you as, like, like having a strong balance between the masculine and feminine in your energy. It's like you are both nurturing and also very protective of the people you care about. I think this person sees you in many ways as a protector, you know, and someone that they can feel safe around, you know. And they also see you as someone who's very, very wise. Probably because of the life experience that you have. Most likely, I'm getting that for some of you, and if not even like for most of you, this person might be younger than you are, you know, and or, you know, or it could be a person who maybe is not younger, but someone who sees you as way more experienced than they are, you know, like they see you as someone who has been through a lot more in life. They also see, like, so, like, I think this person at first, when they get to know you, they will feel like you just don't see how amazing you are. Like, you don't see your potential, you know, and I think it's frustrating for them. I think they see that, you know, they see it very clearly that there are no obstacles in your path, or there are very small obstacles in your path that you could easily overcome, you know, if you chose to really focus on the solutions, or if you really let go of your limiting beliefs, if you really let go of the past. Now, this could be about you in general, or it could be about how you are in relation to them, you know. So maybe I'm getting that for some of you, this is a person that maybe you do not open up to immediately. You may not even like them at first. So this is what I'm getting from this spread, you know. I think this is a person who, like, they see you from the beginning as a potential partner, and they feel drawn to you, and they see that you two could build something together, but you may not be feeling it at first, you know. So that could be why I'm seeing, like, this feeling of frustration here, you know, where it's like they want to go, you know, like they're seeing the green light, but you're putting the brakes on. Like, this is what I'm getting here. Or this could be, again, maybe not in relation to them, but they see you, like, struggling in your life, you know, or they see you being unhappy, where they can see how you could easily free yourself if you just change your way of thinking, you know, and you could easily become happier and have the freedom you want. It's really interesting to me that you have moose and pronghorn, both of these like herbivores with horns. So I think like you're giving off some, and also with the Emperor and the Empress, you're giving off some Saturn energies to this person. Also with the Eight of Swords. You know, so I think this person sees you as like a mature person who's like you might be like stuck in your old thought patterns, you know. They see you as, yeah, mature. And I think they also might see you as like pretty conservative, I think, you know, or just stuck in tradition. Maybe for some of you, it is about tradition, you know, like maybe you are influenced by your culture or whatever. Like, this is something that really occurred to me. I mean, for some of you, this could be like an LGBTQ situation where, you know, it's like some of you maybe are afraid to come out of the closet. I mean, this is very specific, but I think for some of you that could be the case. And I think this person is like, you know, just just let go of like conventions or whatever, or stop thinking about what other people think. That's another thing. Like, again, this may not be an LGBT situation, but I think it's like you care too much about convention. Again, this could even be like I said, that you are older than this person maybe, and you don't want to consider dating someone who is much younger, you know. But in any case, it's like this person is a little bit frustrated, I think, with you at first because of your perception, because of your perspective, your thoughts, your ideas. But at the same time, I think they admire you a lot. They also see you as physically attractive, like whether you believe it or not. I think you're like, I'm getting a vibe here where you may not even understand what this person finds attractive about you, but they're like so attracted to you, and you just, you know, you're like kind of like you know, closed off and a little bit prudish, or like you may have a hard time even seeing this person as a prospect at first. Again, this could be really specific for some of you. For others of you, it could be various degrees of this, you know? So it may not be necessarily for everyone that this is a situation where, you know, one of you is like a really unconventional dating choice. For some of you, it just is, whichever the case is, actually, it is your limiting beliefs, I think, that is making this person frustrated. They also see you as a person who's juggling a lot. You know, you're juggling a lot of interests. You're very busy. You're really good at managing your time and your resources. But I think they also see you as pretty frugal. I think they see you as someone they could have kids with, or like if you do have kids, I think they would like your kids, you know, like they would like to spend time with your kids. It's like they admire the fact that you might make a potentially good parent. Again, so for some of you, this could literally be that you have kids. For some of you, it just is that this person would like to have kids with you, or of course, it could be both. They also see you as very intelligent. You know, I think they also might perceive you, like I said initially, I think for some of you, they, maybe even for most of you, I don't know, like they do perceive you as a little bit sly, you know? So it's like, I think for some of you, it's like they don't even know at first if they can trust you or not, you know? And I think that comes from the fact that they see you as very smooth, very intelligent, very intuitive, you know? So it's kind of like you're not an open book. So it's difficult for them to read you. And I think because of that, it might be that they you know, at first don't know what to think, or like they don't really even, they're going to tread carefully, you know, they don't know if they can trust you or what you really think or something. But they can definitely see that you're very intelligent, and they respect that. And I think they also see you as a person who, you know, can just tell it like it is, you know. You know, it's like when you have something to say, you just say it and you don't sugarcoat things, and I think they respect that. I think they also see you as a person who's like really, For some of you, I think maybe a bit closed off, which, well, goes hand in hand with everything that I've said so far. So they might see you as like really introverted or like really interiorized, you know, in your inner world. So it might feel daunting for them to approach you or to get you to open up, you know. And with the Two of Swords, yeah, they see you as indecisive a little bit. They see you as on the fence. But look at this. It's like, so I think, like, look at these cards. I mean, you know, these are the two choices. This is what I asked Spirit, you know, what are the two paths shown by the Two of Swords? And I got, these cards came out as together, the Magician and the Queen of Pentacles. The Magician and the Queen of Pentacles. So, and the other one that came out is this. Check this out. This couldn't be more obvious. The Two of Cups. So this person clearly sees you as like hovering in indecision. And I definitely am getting now that for most of you, I think this is about your relationship at first. You know, it's like when this person is really interested in you, but you are sitting on the fence, you know, you're really giving them a hard time. I think you're very indecisive. It's like you really want to have a relationship with them. You know, look at this, the Two of Cups. But on the other hand, it's like you want to stay independent and proud and, you know, focus on your stability. And I think maybe for some of you, you could be a person who has been single for a long time. That's another thing. So it's like difficult for you to consider leaving your comfort zone, you know? Yeah, but look at this. I mean, this is so obvious, you know, it's like this person perceives you as like someone who would like secretly you want to have a relationship with them, but you are afraid to leave your comfort zone and you're afraid to give up your power and your independence. You know? It's like the Magician here actually goes hand in hand with the eight of Wands here. So it's like this person sees you as a strong manifester. You have this ability, you know? You're someone who can just achieve whatever you want. You know, you're kind of like spinning your little web of magic, and they want to be in on it, you know. Like, so they're kind of like outside of the fence looking at you, you know, and they're hoping that you're gonna throw them a bone. This is what I'm getting here. It's pretty, like, I feel bad for them. And I think, yeah, they see you as kind of like a Saturnian. I'm getting here with these here, I'm getting like Saturn energy. I'm also getting Aquarius. If you follow my astrology channel, I'm getting Sastabhisha Nakshatra. So Aquarius and Sastabhisha Nakshatra, especially because I talked about how that connects to the Eight of Swords. So, oh, I just realized now that the Two of Pentacles came out twice. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's late. Okay, give me a break. So it's like, yeah, the Two of Pentacles. So this person like sees you as really busy. It's like you're really busy, you're doing your own thing. I definitely think that for some of you, you know, you have a lot of things on your plate. You might be a single parent or something. So I think this person is like sitting out there like, just notice me, you know, see me. I'm here, I'm open. Like, and you're like, you know, you're doing your own thing, or it's like you notice them as well, but you think it's not going to work out, or you're afraid to just leave your, you know, your comfort zone, like I said. Okay, so this is what I'm getting from the cards. Very interesting stuff. Let me see what I get from the astrological notes. I have 2 bowls prepared. So Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4? The people who chose the amethyst. What are the future spouse's first impressions of them? Their future spouse's first impressions of them, Spirit. Oh. Do you see how indecisive you are? Even the notes were on the fence. Okay, okay. This one. I'm getting this one. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4? What will their future spouse's first impressions of them be, Spirit? What will their future spouse's first impressions of them be, Spirit? How many is this? 6. Okay. So, okay, let me start with these. Aquarius, what did I say? I'm feeling some of you have Sastabhisha Nakshatra. Saturn, oh my god, I cannot make this up, y'all. Libra, okay. Cancer, this is like the maternal, paternal energy that I was talking about, you know, the Empress, the Emperor. Virgo. Capricorn, I cannot make this up. Double Saturn confirmation, okay. 12th house, this is like you coming across as pretty shut down and introverted, I think. 7th house, interesting. This person sees you as an ideal match, I think. A perfect partner. I mean, 7th house and Libra is kind of like a confirmation of the 2 of Cups here. Like a balanced partnership of people who are equally invested. 2nd house, okay. They like your voice. 11th house, they see that you have a far reach. Some of you might have a following. 10th house, they see you as very, this is like a 3rd Capricorn slash Saturn confirmation. 10th house is ruled by Saturn and Capricorn. So yeah, they see you as mature and responsible. 4th house, this is a confirmation of Empress, Emperor energy, especially Empress, right? So I mean, the 10th house and Saturn is more Emperor energy, and 4th house and Cancer is Empress energy. So yeah, the mother and the father, right? So it's like you're both. You're like the mother and the father here. For some of you, I was thinking daddy issues, mommy issues, but I'm not gonna, okay, I said it. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but you know what I mean. It's like some people, you know, they'll be attracted to the fact that you are mature and stable, and they like that, you know, they find that attractive. So what I'm getting here, loads of confirmation. Spirit has been paying attention, definitely. So they perceive you as definitely mature, responsible, organized, serious. I think they see you as like, they definitely, some of them actually see you as like an ideal partner, or you have a lot of the qualities that they would like in an ideal partner. You know, they see you as balancing them out, and this is why they find you attractive. And with Aquarius, they see you also as like really humanitarian. You care about people. And also with the Libra and the 7th house and the Virgo, and the Aquarius, I think for some of you, you might be working with an audience. You might be a teacher. Again, for some of you, you might have some online following, or maybe you're teaching online courses. Also, the Libra and the Saturn is actually, I mean, for someone who knows as much astrology as I do, it kind of explains the 7 of Swords energy, you know, gives this kind of a sly image. It's like this person sees you as really calculated and like really careful not to give too much information. You give exactly as much information as you need to give. So they have a hard time trying to read you. So that's why I think at first they might not really see you as immediately trustworthy. They might think that you are too diplomatic, you know, so they might find your diplomacy and your formal way of being to be maybe not trustworthy at first. For some of you, this is definitely the case. I think they admire the fact that you come across as really humble, you know, you come across as like serious, humble, you know, caring about others, nurturing, intelligent. They really admire your intelligence, I think. Let me see. I think they also see you as someone who makes friends easily, or you reach, like I said, so you could have friends from like all walks of life, you know, you have like a far reach to all kinds of people. They also see you as really empathetic, and I think they also see you as pretty isolated in some cases. Like, again, this is kind of like a reinforcement actually of the Four of Swords here. There's a Four of Swords here. So I think it's like a confirmation of the Four of Swords energy. I think these people will see you as, you know, in your like little comfort zone, or like really interiorized, introverted. Maybe for some of you, they see you as a homebody as well, you know, because of the fourth house. It's like you're someone who's like, you don't like to, yeah, you don't like to leave your comfort zone. But it's interesting because you also have the 12th house. So 12th house can also show faraway lands, you know. So for some of you, this could be someone who is from a faraway land, and they just see you as very far away. But one way or another, I think there's like an aura of unavailability about you, you know, at first sight. It's like they see you as a far-fetched possibility. I think even they see you as a far-fetched possibility, right? But it's like I think they're the ones who are more gutsy and more willing to approach you, I think, considering these energies at least. Of course, bear in mind these are readings for a lot of people, so it could be various combinations of all the energies that I have described. I think they definitely like your voice. I think they see you as someone who has a pretty decent status or a high status, as having a respectable position. They also see you as very sensitive and intuitive, I think, and diplomatic. And I think they see you as someone who really cares about family, especially your family of origin. Or like you're really concerned with your family of origin and the mother. I think they also see you as someone that they could build a nest with, you know, like a strong home base because of the fourth house. So yeah, this is pretty much what I can see in your reading, pile number 4, and I hope you have enjoyed it, because I definitely have. I thought it was very interesting, loads of confirmations. Spirit has been paying attention, and yeah, so if you have liked it, please do not forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. It is free and it will only take a second, and it's the easiest way to support me. If you have found value in any of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And also please comment in the comment section with anything you would care to share about this video or any other. And also if you have any ideas for future videos that you would like me to tackle in the future. And also if you want to see when I will post a new video, don't forget to click on the notifications bell. And if you're interested in getting a private tarot reading from me, I do private readings. You can email me at the email in the video description, and I can send you like lists of feedbacks that I have gotten from previous clients, as well as a pricing list, and as well as sample readings, so you can see what they look like. Okay, so